Yeah, you lived in China for several years?
I lived in China for about 13 years, had a trading company there. And when we had Keith, we decided to come back here for the education. Spring of 2023, I kind of noticed some bruising and I woke up good this morning. What's happening?
Yeah.
And when I got to the hospital, they immediately took some blood tests, told the doctor what was going on and that I was peeing Coca-Cola color. 2 in the morning, and the doctor at the time, he came up and he said, listen, we tested your blood, the cancer cells that fight are in there, and you need to prepare yourself. You've got late stage cancer.
Cole Fogel here today, and I am with, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Anthony Owens from Formosa Greens Farms.
What city are we in right now?
We're in Jiayi County.
I'm sure there are many people that didn't see the original
Sure.
conversation we have. Can you just give a little background? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Seattle, Washington, in the States. I lived in Asia since 2001. And I used to do international trading, and my wife, who was also a business major, and she worked in China. That's how we met, through the trading company. And then
Yeah, you lived in China for several years?
I lived in China for about 13 years, had a trading company there. And when we had Keith, we decided to come back here for the education. 2020, we started the farm here and built everything ourselves. And yeah, now we supply lots and lots of people, restaurants.
How did you learn to do what you did?
I was explaining to one of our American friends here that I've had this passion, explaining to him how I'd love to grow veggies for my family that were chemical free. And he bumped into a principal who knew a guy from the community college who had set up this small farm to teach people about hydroponics. And he brought me there, and the two of us kind of learned how to do it. And the second I put those seeds in and it started growing, they were big and beautiful, and I was like, I like this. I grew something healthy and clean, and it went from there. After about a year there, we looked for our own place. My wife's from Baihe, and it's about 20 minutes from here. And we were living in Jiayi City at the time, and we found this dilapidated greenhouse that had been empty for years. I spent about 3 months clearing it out and started repairing. And we started out with nothing, and we just continued to grow. And we have classes, and we go around and we give speeches to people, and we go to markets. And from the electric to the piping to the building to the greenhouse, so many aspects just came naturally and felt good in the process. I originally wanted to grow for my family, and then I realized other people want that too.
Of course, yeah.
And then as we started growing for other people, we realized that there's a huge niche for sustainable farming, chemical-free farming.
Yeah.
People just started seeing that, and they got curious, and they started coming to the farm. And then we realized, hey, we're not just growing veggies now, we're educating.
Yeah.
We're leading by example. We're doing things I never could have dreamed of in my life. And the response from the people is incredible.
That I hope that Formosa Greens, to see it across the island would be beautiful.
I would love it.
We live in Formosa. It's the perfect name to be a national company that you see everywhere.
That's our hope.
That would be so cool. So what has happened in your life from the last time I saw you leading up to now?
2 years ago, I was at the farm in the mornings. I was scarfing down to lunch, and I was running to my teaching job until 9 o'clock at night.
And then waking up quite early, I imagine.
4 or 5 o'clock in the morning at the farm, and didn't have a lot of money at the time. And so we took out a huge loan, something we'd never seen in our lives. But the goal was, hey, the next 5 years, I'll work these 2 jobs, we'll pay for everything, and then perfect. And the spring of 2023, one day I was at the farm doing my usual thing, and I kind of noticed some bruising, and I'm always bumping myself, cutting myself. I thought, anyway, it's what it is. And I went to school that day, and I was playing with the kids, and I was lifting one of the kids up on my arm like that, and when he let go, I had this huge bump. And the bruises at that point had gotten really bad. It was dinner time, so I went to the restroom and I realized it's Coca-Cola color. It's not yellow.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told my boss, I'm like, I feel okay, but something's not right. I think I need to go to the doctor. So I went to my son's pediatrician because he's quite close by.
Oh.
And when I got there, they let me in right away, and I told the doctor what was going on and that I was peeing Coca-Cola color.
Wow.
And he was like, get in a taxi and do not bump or fall or do anything. Oof. Right now, go. Emma, my wife, I'm supposed to go to the emergency room right now. I don't know what's going on.
I'm getting shivers right now hearing this.
I woke up good this morning. What's happening?
Yeah.
And when I got to the hospital, they immediately took some blood tests. And by the time my wife arrived, they already started giving me a blood transfusion. Oh. And I still didn't know what was going on. No one had told me. And they told me that I had some internal bleeding. I was anemic and had internal bleeding, and
wow.
my platelets were just gone. So I stayed the night in the hospital. I got my blood transfusion, and I didn't want to stay in the hospital. To me, I still didn't realize what was going on, and they couldn't tell me what was going on. And the bruising got worse and worse, and they had me on some strong medications, and everything tasted metallic, and it was pretty serious. And finally, after a week of back and forth and testing and poking, they said, we don't know what's wrong and we don't have the facilities. And they said, you need to go to a big hospital, whether it's in Taipei, Kaohsiung, Tainan, somewhere big. So we immediately picked up my son from school and we drove down to the Chengda Yuan, the big hospital there.
Where's that?
It's a university hospital in Tainan.
Oh, in Tainan, okay.
The hospital here, he called ahead to the cancer department there, which is freaky, like what? They took the gusui, it's called, it's like the bone marrow from my hip, and they ran some tests. And in the middle of the night, we're still going, must have been 2 in the morning, and the doctor at the time, he came up and he said, listen, you've got late stage cancer. We tested your blood, the cancer cells that fight are in there, and you need to prepare yourself.
That's a scary thing to be told. I
tried to stay strong, I'm lying in the cot, and my wife and son went outside. So I had...
Yeah, man, no, take your time.
So they went out and were crying, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then I was in the emergency room and I was just bawling too, So they came back and wiped my tears and okay, we're gonna do this. So they stopped all the medications I'd been given and they said, let's just see how low you go and start fresh and see what's happening. So over the next week or two, I stayed in the hospital, and finally after a week, my body started showing signs of recovering.
Wow.
I started feeling better, and the Taiwan medical system is incredible.
Yeah.
In the end, we paid such a small amount compared to what the actual bill was. I just got to be thankful I was in Taiwan. If I was in the States, it would have been a bankruptcy situation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I came back to Jiayi after a couple of weeks, and our friends came to the farm. They harvested, they cut the grass, they brought veggies to people. One of our closest friends even came to my house to help take care of our son.
Wow.
And the dogs, and the amount of outreach that we got in that moment was...
You felt the love.
Felt the love, man.
What's this dog's name?
Sandy.
Sandy over here could feel, because I'm sure when you talk about being sick and that experience, there's an emotion that comes over you. This dog was completely feeling your came here to comfort you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
He's the cutest dog. I do love my Taiwan doggies.
Yeah, smart and good. So from there, I had to make a decision.
Yeah.
Do I continue to teach?
Yeah.
Do I continue the farm? I can't do both anymore. My body won't do both. I love kids and I love the teaching. But what I realized is this farm is a giant educational tool. I can still teach. I'm just teaching something different.
But it's also your passion too,
It's my
right?
passion.
Where has your health been since that scary time period?
I'm skinnier. I'm eating healthier. I'm resting when I have to rest, and I monitor. I keep track.
Yeah, you take care of yourself.
They never found out what the true cause was.
Isn't that crazy?
They just said your immune system completely shut off, and your body was this close to dying, and somehow you didn't. So take care of yourself.
Do you have a different outlook on life now than you once did? Like, did it change you in any way?
I do. You know, our lives, everybody, we have to pay our rent, our bills. We got to get our kids through school. And you get this hyper focus on that monthly paycheck.
Yeah.
And what I realize is that my wife and my child are everything. That after you almost have this experience, you become focused on what it really means to be healthy. And that's not just the food, it's here.
Yeah.
And here, you know, that we need to do it.
Gratitude.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Because of the sickness, we started running into another problem. The purpose of working so hard, those 2 jobs, was to pay off the huge amount of money we borrowed for the farm.
Right, the loan that you got.
The loan.
Right? Yeah.
And at first it was kind of manageable, but then in this last year and a half, it's just been month to month struggle. And we started kind of falling behind on bills, and you know, but it didn't matter because we're gonna do it. I've done a lot of jobs. I've never felt so satisfied.
Connected, yeah. Because honestly, you can make lots of money and live a life of unsatisfaction.
When I get up early in the morning, I'm driven by the goodness we've brought already. And at the end of the day, I'm satisfied by what I've done throughout that day.
But I believe it will become comfortable as you have a belief in yourself.
I have this vision.
Yeah, it's there.
The land, we're going to be able to buy it one day. We're going to have the education center, a couple more tents.
100%. Recently had a pretty terrible typhoon. Chiayi and Tainan were hit quite badly.
Right.
Typhoon Dennis wreaked havoc on Tainan and Chiayi.
Dude, I've never seen anything like that, especially along the coastline, man. It's utter devastation. I don't know how many thousands, if not millions of people have lost their livelihood. Because this is one of the largest farm belts in Taiwan.
Yeah. And I was saying to you off camera, I was excited to have a typhoon day. Oh, I don't have to go in and teach today. It's a typhoon day. But then I, you know, having friends that are farmers, which is your livelihood, my heart just hurts now. I'm just like, no. Let's not have any typhoon days on anywhere.
I mean, we got an hour of sleep because of holding windows and just trying to sop the water that was coming through the windows in the house, you know. And our neighbors just across the street here, half of them lost their roofs. Like, they just gone. And, you know, I got an hour or so of sleep, and I woke up to the neighbors starting to congregate outside and like, hey, let's start moving some things out of the street. And so actually, I hadn't even looked at the farm yet. To be honest, I was a little hesitant.
You were afraid.
Yeah, that's my life, you know.
Yeah.
Finally turned around and I looked at my farm. There's twisted metal. The roof is gone. The pumps might be damaged. We've been out of power for several days. You know, no water, no electricity, no cell phone signals. The initial look at my farm, I wanted to curl in a ball, man. I just like, that's my life. It's gone. Everything we've built this 5 years is gone. And then you think about everybody else. I mean, my tent is still standing. It's twisted, it's got problems. And the crops were destroyed, and I won't be able to grow for a couple of months at least, you know. And
That's going to take a couple months.
At least to get back on. And the support, though, our customers from day one were sending messages. Hang in there, guys. You know, we're here for you. And keep going. Don't quit, you know. And that changed my mood. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, of course.
You're right. We've done all of this. We've come this far. I am not going to stop. I don't know where to begin, but just start picking pieces up and organizing them and assess the situation. 2 days ago, we made a post about some help we might need, and people are already helping in any way, whether it's a positive message, a donation, coming to the farm. How can we help? What can we do? The community too came over and were helping me clear some trees and.
That's beautiful. If anyone wants to reach out for any reason to visit the farm, help in any way, or just learn about what you're doing, they can find it through your Facebook, right?
Yeah. If you want to know more about what we've been doing, please check it out.
Any final thoughts that you want to?
I do. I want to thank, yesterday, the last few days, the military has been at the park across the street. And they're in full military clothing and a helmet, and there are chainsaws and dragging and helping. And I want to thank those heroes.
Yeah, amazing.
And who cleared the roads. Thai Power Company. My God, almost 24-hour shifts from at least 11 or 12 different cities around Taiwan. They came here.
They all came here.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
So many hours of dedication.
And dangerous for them as well.
Dangerous and no sleep, and just so people like us could have a light again in our house, and they gave up their family for a week or two. All the neighbors everywhere around the affected areas, especially who have just relentlessly kept clean and pushing forward, and the volunteers that came with the Thai company and the customers. Without you guys, we would have gone bankrupt. We would have had to shut down. And with their support, it will continue. And we are grateful, so grateful. Just words cannot express.
I love you, brother.
Love you too, man. And thanks for
you're making me emotional. It's been too long since I saw you.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one.
That's right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.